Under President Obama, separations were a rarity. They were an exception. They didn't happen as much. There were separations that still occurred after the president's executive order last year stopping them. The Flores settlement of the 1990s says these children must be kept in sanitary conditions. Why isn't that happening?
Well, I will tell you this. During President Obama, he deported 2.9 million people. That's nearly a million more than President Trump has. Specifically on this issue, the reason why is because of the influx. We have not seen these kinds of numbers. 144,000. We're already more in this fiscal year than we have been in the last 10 years. This is something that we're trying to rush as quick as we can. That's why we're calling on our Democratic colleagues not to play politics, but to get the $4.5 billion in humanitarian aid.
Sir, what's taking so long? Why won't the Democrats step up here?
Well, I believe they're looking at this specifically from a political standpoint. Of that $4.5 billion, $3.3 billion goes directly to the humanitarian side. Another $1.1 billion goes to operational expenses.
Now, to your point, Republican Texas Representative Dan Crenshaw really called out Hillary Clinton on Twitter. Hillary Clinton tried to blame the Trump administration for the border crisis and then exploiting it for Democrat fundraising. Here's Dan Crenshaw, quote, "What insane gaslighting. You know Democrats have refused to support funding for resources at the border, offered no solution. Tell us, if you were president, how would you manage hundreds of thousands of people illegally crossing and dragging children with them?" So, sir, what is the Democrats' response to that? What is the Democrat plan for border crossers?
Well, Secretary Clinton, the last time that she was in charge of security, specifically at a border, 4 Americans died. I'm not sure she should be the authority here. As far as the Democrats, if they truly believe this is a humanitarian crisis, and it is for all of us that have been to the border, I would hope that they would put partisan politics, get the $4.5 billion that the president has requested. Once again, he's trying to negotiate in good favor, calling off, due to Nancy Pelosi's request, Speaker Pelosi's, stopping all deportations for another 2 weeks, trying to move the needle to give the aid that's needed there. All of us know that this is an issue. It's overwhelming to our country right now. We've got a lot of other things that need to be fixed long term, but this is immediate need, and I hope the Democrats will work with us.
You know, the thing is, the Border Patrol guys and women, they were not tasked with this job of basically monitoring these facilities in the way that they're now being blamed for these conditions. It is a bipartisan problem that needs to be fixed. You know, Border Protection and Customs spent, I think, $2.3 billion maintaining and building 650-plus miles of physical barriers on the southern border. That was between 2007 and 2015. That was supported by congressional Democrats, and Nancy Pelosi was House Speaker for all but 4 of those years. But now the idea of border security and wall is immoral. I mean, you're right. President Barack Obama did deport more people than any other president. But this is about putting this is about a humane approach, better conditions and faster processing times at these centers where children are being held, right?
Right. 2 points I'll make to that. One, your first point on these border agents, they are basically running adult daycare units, trying to do very important tasks, but not something that they should be focused on. I'm the ranking member on Terrorism and Counterintelligence Subcommittee, and I will tell you, not that we have a huge drove of terrorist activity at the border. We have some, and these border agents need to be monitoring that and not handling these other tasks.
Congressman Walker, thank you so much for your insights and for coming on, sir. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks, E-Mac.